Welcome back to Schmattz Outdoors, everyone. I wasn't going to put this video together just because there's so few catches, but I didn't really want to plug up one of my other compilation videos with them. This video is going to be a little bit shorter than some of the rest. It is going to be a compilation of the badger and fox catches. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, it's going to be, there's only a few catches of each one this season, but the other videos are long enough, I didn't want to add them to those. So that's all it is. I apologize if the clips kind of start and stop kind of abruptly, but again, you guys don't need to hear all the random day-to-day nonsense I'm jabbering about in my videos. I'm left in all the set locations, why they're there, you know, the catches, that type of stuff. But yeah, I took out all the random jibber jabber, as much of it as I could to make the videos make sense. So enjoy. Well, all right, guys. Apparently it's the day of catching animals in the coyote sets. Every animal except for said coyote. I'm to the last two traps of the day here. A couple coyote sets right on my land. And what I have here, so there's a block of woods right up here, a draw that's got wooded draw. This whole area is a great big draw back here. We'll walk up so you can see it a little better. So you can see it's just a big draw system, runs down into our pasture that way, and it runs for miles off this way. I have a trail camera right here on this tree, right here, and this is all rocks all the way down to the creek down there. So the animals like the deer and stuff don't want to cross the creek, or don't want to cross these rocks. It's going to be very hard for them to walk across that. So it almost funnels everything up and around the edge here. Or that was the thought. So I put my trail camera there, and I've been getting almost 4-to-1 pictures of coyotes over pictures of deer. Like 4 pictures of coyotes to every 1 picture of a deer I get. And some of the coyote pictures have had as many as 4 coyotes in 1 picture. So these are the only sets I have out on my land right now, but for good reason. I don't want to be spending a lot of time checking sets because it's kind of a pain to check these, but I really want to get rid of the coyotes. So right over here, I have a flat set. Right here, there's the flat set right in that general area. But right here, I had a dirt hole right in the bottom of this drainage, so it runs off of the neighbor's field. Right in the bottom of the drainage, I had a dirt hole set in here. And as you can see, I got myself a badger. First badger of the year. Stoked to get him off of our land so he quits digging holes around our place here. And honestly, this is like the least tore up I've seen a badger set. I mean, he's caught by 1 front leg, but that usually doesn't stop him from digging. So I don't know if the ground over here is just that hard that he couldn't dig, or what's really going on there, but yeah, like I said, a beautiful badger. He's like super light colored. I mean, normally, like, you know, he's got black on his leg here. Normally they're, it's not a very big one, but normally they aren't quite that light colored, so. But yeah, we'll definitely take him. Yeah, what I had is kind of, there was a little hump almost like this, right kind of where he's setting, and then I had my dirt hole drilled into that hump, and then yeah, just my trap bedded kind of more on the, I had my trap like bedded in a low spot, my dirt hole into the hump kind of. What we got is a drainage ditch runs through this field. Got alfalfa over here. We got a land bridge across so they can get to this half of this field. And then this ditch runs around and it hits over here about right in here. Right in here. Right about this area. Over to that fence line, and then it runs along the fence line down to a slough. And yeah, this land bridge, I got 1 coyote set over here. I had a raccoon in. But here we go. Having a heck of a day, but this is the trophy of the day, even though he's pretty darn little. This set had been messed with like 3 days ago, and I tried to fix it up the best I could, but I couldn't get my trap bedded very solid. I wasn't happy with it when I left it, and I actually had planned on monking with this set today because it's been bothering me ever since I redid it. I'm like, I should have just dug the whole trap up, redug my trap bed, you know, made sure it was set and solid. But boom, the first fox of the season. Last year it took to like 20 some checks, 22 checks or something before I finally caught a fox, if I recall. I'm on check 8, so first fox of the year. He's pretty little. I would say a young one from this year. But yeah, like I said, glad to have him. Wish he'd kind of show you. He's not very red for a red fox. He's pretty orangey color, kind of light tawny color, which is pretty typical for fox in our area. And I come down, I didn't mention it too, there is this 2-track road that comes up from the main road down here by this farm. So I don't know if the animals travel that road up to that farm but I don't think it's hurting my setup here. There's a lot of everything going on in this location. We got a nice drainage ditch going both ways. We got this road, and we got the land bridge where the animals can cross. Everything just kind of comes together to make this a good spot. So typically I catch coyotes out here. I have caught a couple fox over the years, and bing, first fox of the season. Pretty stoked about that, I'm not gonna lie. Even though he's pretty little, when I was coming up the road, I'm like, God, that looks something orangey laying by that set. And sure enough, when I got right here, then he got up. So, but we made ourselves a catch. What we got, there's a tree line here, you know, pretty heavy tree line. I have a coyote set on this side of it right down here. It goes down and it catches this tree line. Out here, there's a big drainage ditch, and then obviously you got a field change there. You know, and there's a gravel road comes from this way. And then this way we got another, it goes a half mile of trees, and then there's some drainage ditches up there too. But I had a coyote here caught a few days ago. This set had been messed with it got run over. This one got run over by the tractor here a few days ago, and I had to swap out the trap. It had actually been messed with, and I wonder if this guy here hadn't stepped like on the edge of the jaw or something, and it slid my trap out just a little bit. Because literally there was one track like right on the edge of the jaw of it, and it moved my trap enough that it didn't get caught. And it looked like fox tracks. I even mentioned that to myself when I was here, and I probably should have filmed it for you guys. But it's a little embarrassing, honestly, to even mention that to you. But, you know, and the stupid thing is, I mentioned it yesterday with that little fox. You know, it's like, well, I hadn't caught one yet. I was wondering if I was going to catch one. Caught one yesterday, and I mentioned something about it opened the floodgates. Well, bingo, first set today, and we got ourselves a fox. This is quite a bit bigger fox, nicer looking fox. He's not muddy. I would say this is an adult. We do have another catch. What I have is a chunk of CRP grass. I actually had the fox caught like a mile as a crow flies, like up. This is the tree line that I had him caught up by. And then the big ditch is right down here. All this grass is the big ditch. So I have a coyote set again just on a fence line here. But that is not a coyote. We got ourselves a little badger down in there. He's not real big, but I know the lighting ain't great, but he's got his nice little hole back in there. You know, from the road up here, I could see this. And I knew something was up. So, yeah, it's going to take a minute to get him out of there, get this leveled off just a little bit, to get my set back working again. Shouldn't have dug my stake out or anything like that, but we're going to verify that before we remake it here. But yeah, I don't know if this will help or hurt my set here. Usually it doesn't do him any good when you catch a badger in there. So, but yeah, got a badger down in the hole. Second one of the season. Got the second fox of the season. Kind of got the trifecta of all the land animals caught today. So anyway, we'll get him out of here. Get moved on. I'm running out of daylight. Why not just add insult to injury? Literally today. Yeah, we're down to this set and one more set left. I thought I was going to make her home pretty clean here at the end, but apparently not. I had a badger caught in this set. I don't know, week ago almost. But today I got a fox in there, nice big red fox. Third one of the year. That's usually about what I figure average for me to get every year, so I can quit catching them now. This guy's almost got the badger had dug back over this way, but this guy's almost got worse of a excavation than that badger had, to be quite honest with you. He's been going at it, so we're gonna have to get part of that mound kind of scraped down this way and fill in this hole some. And we got ourselves a catch here again. So I had that other coyote was over here. There's a ditch here first, and then over there. Essentially, I got the yard back behind me here. Like the coyote set where I've got the possums is back behind this yard here, but out on the edge here, I actually got two coyote sets. One's right here, and one's right here. And I got myself a nice fox in there. He's big in size, light in color. And I'm pretty sure I got him caught by both front feet too. So I've got two coyotes now and this fox all by both front feet, which seems very strange to me that that's happening. But either way, we'll get him out of there, get the set remade. We're going to touch this set up just a little bit and we'll be on our way. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that compilation of those catches. Again, there's not that many in this video. It's going to be quite a bit shorter than the rest. I apologize for that. Again, I need to make more fox and badger catches for you guys next year. With that said, this is the last of the compilation videos for this season. I appreciate you guys watching these. If you guys have comments one way or the other, please leave them down below. Whether you like them, hate them, want to see more, want to see less, any of that type of stuff. Again, I need your guys' feedback to try and tailor these videos to what you guys actually want to see. So with that said, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the season's worth of catches and these compilation videos. We'll see you on the next Schmattz Outdoors video.